Yeah, welcome to the first ever episode of Big Energy. I'm here with my guy, Graft. The Leeds way of saying it, Graft, you get me? He's a young up-and-coming musician, ex-professional football player. I thought I'd get him onto the Big Energy podcast. It's only right. He's been doing some big things for Leeds, and what this podcast is about is basically exposing this not new talent, but any established talent, up-and-coming talent. I want to hear the background stories behind it, so that's why we're here. And I thought, what better way to start it than with my guy, innit? So, man, no problem. So, what, in terms of like your music career and that, now I know you stopped playing professional football to do music. Like, why? What made you do that? Because to me, that's a bit mad, because obviously in the football side of things, a more secure path to go down rather than the risky roads.
So the main reason for why I stopped playing football was because I didn't get my professional contract at Leeds and Rotherham.
Right.
So I wasn't playing professional football. I was at professional clubs as a scholar.
Okay, right.
I was playing under 23s and under 18, so reserves football.
Yeah.
So because I didn't get my pro contract, and then I went trialing at different clubs like Chef Wednesday.
That's what made you.
And then because that didn't work for me at the time, and music was like just kicking off.
Yeah.
I just thought, let me put all my energy into music and see how that goes.
Yeah.
And from then it's been like the best decision I've made.
I like that.
So far.
Well, it's worked so far from the views that I've been seeing to the Link Up TV, fucking hell, the freestyles, excuse my French people, but geez, you've been doing bits, I'm not gonna lie. So like, where did the name Graft come from? Because obviously when I think of graft and grafters, I'm thinking of like robbers or people that are on the graft, innit, just grinding, innit. So what made you come up with Graft?
From young, I've seen like my mum work really hard in it for everything, like to look after herself, me, the house, and just try and like do as much as she can to live well. Yeah. So I got that like work ethic from her, and then because I've seen that everything that I did or do in my life, I work hard in it.
You
everything.
Out,
so I thought, let me pick an artist name when I first started doing music that relates to me the most. And I felt like, I work hard, man. I'm a grafter. So Graft.
Would you say your mum's like one of your biggest heroes then, in terms of that?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah,
for sure.
So, in terms of like you moving from football to your music going through the roof, how did it feel, when you got the when you seen the Link Up TV and you seen the views skyrocketing? How did that make you feel in terms of that?
It made me feel like really motivated, because obviously we put a lot of time as artists into the music, so when we put it out there, it's good to get good feedback from it and a good reception. So when I seen like near enough the 100,000 mark on one of my first ever music videos, I felt really motivated, and I just wanted to keep putting out more music, more music. And then obviously from that, it's just like you just want to keep doing it so that you have that good feeling, but at the same time it just shows that people support you. So it's a good feeling, you know what I mean?
So you pride yourself on versatility from what I've heard in previous interviews. What makes you want to be so versatile? Because a lot of people in the industry are stuck in like the same type of things. They're doing like the same flows, the same type of music videos. They don't really branch out. What makes you want to be so versatile? Why don't you play the safe game like everyone else?
See, I hear what you're saying, but at the same time I kind of disagree, because I feel like a lot of artists now that you see that are doing well, they claim they're really versatile, and in fact a lot of them are, because they do a lot of different genres of music in it. So what I see now is a lot more artists branching out and doing different sounds. Whereas for me, just coming up doing music, I've always listened to a variety of tunes. So I feel like I've got enough skills to do the different sounds.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you.
You know what I mean? And thank you. And I feel like when you keep yourself in a box, you're really limited. And I like to express how I feel through music. So if I'm feeling a bit low, it might be rap, for example.
Yeah.
Energetic, grime. Go to the roots, Caribbean roots. I do like a dance soul thing.
Also,
or like the soca thing in it for carnival, for example. But it's funny you asked me that, because most recently I have been thinking, in terms of my own brand. You know, I want to be able to people to come to me for a sound.
Who do they recognize Graft as?
Exactly. You know what I mean? I've got to be a bit more marketable in that sense, and kind of find like a main sound for me. And what I say that would be is most likely rap and grime. Rap and grime.
Okay, so
for sure.
You heard it here first. If you want rap and grime, Graft's your guy, you get me. So
and everything else.
Yeah, and everything else, obviously.
But rap and grime.
But you're concentrating on the rap. Yeah, so on that, from this year onwards bit, you have an 8-track. Is it an album or is it going to be a mixtape that's coming out? Because I was listening to one of your interviews and you said you got an 8-track thing dropping. Is it the one that I'm thinking that's already dropped, or have you got something else planned for 2020?
Something else planned.
Alright then. EP. Alright, an EP. So what's the... Do you have got a name yet? Or... Alright, let's do this for me now.
Yeah.
Alright. Cool. Nice, cool. So is that going to be...
In fact, you know what, yeah.
I got the exclusives, yeah.
The name of the EP is called NIBW, and basically what that stands for is not if but when.
Jesus.
That's all I can
My
say.
guy, yeah, not if but when. I like it. And is that gonna be you showing your rap side and the grime side, or is it still gonna be the versatile you, if you know what I mean?
I'd say that project's got more rap. It's got grime on there as well. But at the same time, it then has some other type of sounds too.
Okay. So you got some different cooking in there.
It is versatile again, but it's more rap.
Okay. Yeah. So you got this next thing dropping 2020. It's more rap than that. So I'm gonna go back now a little bit to Clean Sweet, which you've just dropped.
Yeah.
Banger.
Love.
Bruv. The thing what I like about that song, is it's crisp. It's very, very nice to listen to. Sonically, it's just smooth, you get me?
That was the plan, man.
But my question is, there's a part in Clean Sweep, where I think he was referring to someone who's died. I'm not too sure who it was, but that's what I wanted to ask you. Who was you referring to? Because I think he said R.I.P. someone in it.
No, I said,
because it was in the break.
Gone, but you remember.
Yeah, that's the bar.
You're gone, but you still live on.
Yeah.
I said something like that.
Something like that. Who was you referring to with that?
It's my ancestors, bro.
Yeah.
No one specifically. Just speaking on ancestors, fam.
Okay, fair enough. Because like in another one of your freestyles back in the day, you was talking about a girl called Taja. Who's Taja?
Taja was my really good friend from high school, and even before that too.
Okay.
Yeah, even before that.
Was it like just friendship or like a relationship type? Just friends?
No, just friends.
Yeah.
She was in a relationship with my brother Yeffy.
Okay, right. Okay.
So we were really close friends.
Yeah.
But she sadly passed away a few years ago now.
Yeah. Because I remember the freestyle that you did, and it was hard, and it was to the point, and it was hit you deep in it.
Yeah, I was speaking.
Yeah, you were speaking some stuff in that. Like, even when you was like talking about it and the relationship you had, like, what made you bring that to the music? Like, I know obviously the relationship would have helped, but a lot of people would have shied away from talking about something like that in their raps. You get me? Because they don't know how someone may have been affected, or they may react to it. Because some people might not have liked the fact that you talked about like her in your rap. I don't know if you thought of it like that, but that's just like something that I've heard previously. Like someone's done something like that, and it was
some
like
people
it
don't
backfired,
like
didn't it? So like, what did you like? Did you have a conversation with your boy about doing it, or did you just thought, I'm just gonna do it and get it over with?
I didn't write on the fact that obviously she passed away. I wrote because I was feeling a type of way about it, of course. And when I write music, it's based on how I feel.
Yeah.
So because at that time I was really overwhelmed, I just wanted to put my thoughts and emotions on the page, innit? And I just wrote about that, like specifically through that whole time of what happened. And then I thought, just in remembrance of Taj, I want to put it out there.
Nah, I could imagine, because that would have, like, obviously if a friend dying is something serious, I've obviously, touch wood, I've not had to deal with that type of grievance just yet. One of my like close friends dying, like it's more family members or something like that. So how did that feel, like losing one of your friends, if you get me?
Boy. Well, if you hear the freestyle, making me think about the time.
Yeah, nah, this is what this is what we want. You get me? I want you to tell me everything. Just let it go, innit?
Well, I've known Taja when I was from like year 5 and 6. I used to play out in the rec.
Sorry to cut you. For those who don't know what the rec is, it's a park in Chapeltown. But carry on as you were.
Yeah, we used to play out there. Go get ice creams from Cooler Bar. Ice cream man from the hood.
Exactly. R.I.P. Cooler, bro. If you don't know who Cooler was, absolute legend. If you didn't have money for the ice cream, you're getting the ice cream anyway, regardless. You get me?
Facts.
But yeah, as you were. Sorry again.
So, because I knew Taja for so long, when I did hear the news, these times I was actually playing at Leeds, and I was in the car park in I think it's Fort Parch, that's Leeds United's training complex, and I just broke down in the car park. So
you was just on your ones then, just
I had teammates around me, and like, you know, large up them because
that must have been wild. Because imagine, like, obviously for me that would be a bit wild, because obviously I've never experienced that, but to like just be around someone that's breaking down, and obviously it's your friend, but you don't really know why they're breaking down. And I'm guessing if you're like me, I'm not the type of person that expresses myself in the right way when I'm in that type of way. I'd rather people just leave me alone, let me do my thing. Like, how did you feel? If like was they like trying to pressure it out of you, or like was there how did it work?
Well, they knew that on like within that week things were going on, because like through social media and just speaking to me. So when I did break down in the car park, like they were really supportive. And you know, love to them, because they took me to the hospital when I did find out. They took me there. Like, I remember it clearly.
That's it.
You know, just talking to me, comforting me. But yeah, after that, like, you know, I that time was mad, man. Like, even when you listen to the freestyle, like, I lost loads of weight as well, like, because I didn't know how to
deal with it, innit? Because as a youth as well, that must be mad hard. Because as you said, you was in high school. So, like, something like that is major to me, like, because obviously in high school, I've lost, like, close family members, and that was hard, but it's not, like, obviously it is the same, but it's not the same, you get me? Because with your family members, they're your family, blood, you get me? So obviously you've got that connection regardless of if you see them every day or not. But if it's like in your situation, that was your friend, you're seeing her most of the time, she's with your boy, and then you're all good pals together anyway, like, that's just wild, just to, someone's just not there, innit? Like, it's a bit nuts.
Not there physically.
It's a bit, physically. Obviously, she's always there, but I hear that, I hear that.
Tough time, but it's part of life, man.
Exactly. But R.I.P. Taj.
Yeah, rest in peace, Taj.
Definitely, 100%. So, on to another lyric that I caught in one of your freestyles now. It was in the video that you released not too long ago, when you're driving your Seat, and you're talking about crashing your Fiat because you fell asleep behind the wheel.
No. That
Wrote off because you fell asleep behind the wheel.
I mentioned that Crash my Fiat in the BBC One Extra freestyle.
Yeah. I get confused. I watch so much of your content. Yeah, it's just mad.
I hear that.
So, like, what happened there? Like, how was that actually, like, you fell asleep and writ off? Mad. Like, mad. So talk me through that one. I need to know this.
You got some good questions, man. So basically, at that time when I was driving, I had a job, and it was really long hours. It was door-to-door sales.
Oh, I know about that.
So
I know all about that.
we were traveling like across the UK. Like I was driving to Aberdeen, Birmingham, London.
Yeah, because you got to go to the specific spots where they're sending you to do what you're doing, innit? Yeah.
So, and because it was really long hours, so driving there and then going to sleep at like 1 a.m, waking up at 6 a.m, and I'm doing that every day, all week. And I was doing that for like 9 months. Yeah. So the 1 week that we went, I think it was to Birmingham or somewhere else. Imagine I'm going to sleep at 2, waking up at 6. Every day.
4 hours sleep.
Every day, bro. And I'm out all day knocking doors, selling.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's tiring too.
Exactly, because it takes it out. It's mentally draining. What people don't understand. Yeah, what people don't understand, because I know what you mean, because I've done these jobs, like, they're the worst. They are the best jobs in terms of making money. When you're on it, you make the dough in it. But in terms of, like, when it comes to actually getting the get out of my house, what you doing on my door, like, go away, it's 8 o'clock now, I'm eating my dinner, innit? Like, that is draining. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, but carry on. Anyway.
Yeah, for real. So I'm doing that all week, and then on the Friday I had to leave. No, Saturday morning I had to leave. Usually we stay till Saturday night, but I had to leave morning because I had a performance. So I've come back
performing
after that
selling.
week. After that week, I've come back. As soon as I've come back, I'm performing. And then after that performance, I've went and I've checked a girl. So I'm with a girl all night after this performance.
You're a mad one. Yeah.
So I'm with a girl all night, fam. From performance till like 5 a.m. all night, innit? And then
putting in that work graft. I was dropping that work, baby.
So I'm with her now, and then obviously I've left, and I'm driving home. Yeah. And I'm tired. I feel myself nodding off, like I'm swerving into other lanes on the way home. I'm like, I just need to get yard.
Yeah, exactly.
And usually I wind down my windows, I turn the music loud, I put my head out the window more times, exactly. I drive like that. Yeah. But that time it was really cold, so I got the heat on, windows up, like an idiot. I know.
You're just melting into your seat.
Yeah. So that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
So literally, I'm round the corner from my house, and I'm driving at about 20-30 miles per hour, and just roll off into a barrier. But luckily, before I crashed, I woke up. I just woke up.
So that must have been wild. So you woke up as you was about to.
Yeah. So when I've hit the barriers, before I've hit it, I've tried to turn the wheel, and then that didn't work. Yeah. Hit the barriers, and I've done like a 180 degrees turn, like mid-air, but I'm quite low at the same time. Yeah. So ended up on some grass. Woke up like, rah, I'm cool. Yeah. God bless.
Jesus. And exactly, God bless.
Come out the whip. I'm like, I've really crashed my car. Couldn't believe it, fam.
Yeah, exactly.
Couldn't believe it. And
then, like, how old was you when you did that?
18.
That was a big thing as well, you know, because obviously you're 18, you just got your car. Was that your first car?
Yeah.
Your first car, and you were
18. Woman's come out. She's come out. She's like, "Oh, you alright? I heard the band. Do you need anything? I'm alright, thank you." I told her. Imagine, all I'm doing, I'm just getting all my stuff out of the car, put it on the sidewalk. No word of a lie. Promise you, I got my ball out the boot after I rang my mum, and I rang the who do you ring? Ambulance or police. I've crashed. What do I do? They're coming. I'm just in the middle of the road doing kick-ups. No word of a lie.
Imagine that.
No
so you
lie.
just call feds, yeah, and you just call an ambulance, and you're there. Yeah. They must have been thinking, what is this guy on, bro?
And fam, the person on the phone was like, "You're the calmest person I've ever spoke to after crashing a car."
Yeah, exactly. Because I've crashed a car, yeah, and it's shocking. Like you're like, shit, yeah, I'm alive, bro. Like there was this one time, yeah, like 90s. For those who know 90s craze,
My brother.
rapper from Leeds. I was with 90s. We was in London, and this was before we went to London Carnival. For some reason, yeah, it was in the East London, and I was doing some acting down there, and we was just chilling with these guys down there, and then they must have been drinking, and they was driving. These times I didn't drive, so I didn't really have a say of what was going on.
Yeah.
But obviously, I was going out partying with these guys, so I was like, yeah, it's calm, cool. This guy's driving, and then he's driving, but you know them guys that just, you gassed in it, you with the man them in the car, the music's playing, these other guys are darted off in front of him, he's trying to keep up, my man's driving one hand, I'm like, bro, yo, grab the wheel properly, innit, these times it's raining, innit, it's pissing it down, I'm like, grab the wheel, I was like, nah man, chill fam, chill cuz, we're good man, we're good, he's driving, and we're just getting onto like a dual carriageway now, and he's gone over like one of them metal plates, and he's one-handed still.
Yeah.
Bang! Straight into the wall. Like, I'll try edit in the picture of what the car looked like, but bruv, it was a write-off. All the airbags exploded, the car span out. Luckily, there was a police officer, she was off duty, but she was behind us, like not far behind, she's seen it, and like, all the airbags exploded. I thought I died. Like, I woke up and it was just white smoke, and I was like, what the where am I? And I tapped myself, and these times beforehand, yeah, something told me, yo, put your seatbelt on, bro, put your seatbelt on. And these times in the back, I don't put my seatbelt on in the back for no reason. What's the point? I'm there fiddling with my seatbelt's not going in, it's trapped behind this thing here. So I had to move this, and this was just literally before it happened. I'm fighting, put it in, dropped it in, and 90s boy MK was in the back with me. RIP to him. He's passed on now, but he was like, yo, let me help you in it. It helped me, and literally as I clicked it in, woo, 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 baff, pew, ears popped. I'm waking up, there's all white smoke and stuff in the car, all the airbags exploded, the front of the car was squashed. I'm thinking, how are we alive? I've got out of the car, I'm just, you know, like, it was mad. Like, how was you doing kick-ups? Like, that just, to me, I've just written off my car. The first thing I'm thinking, is, boy, I've now not got a car. How am I explaining this to Mumsy? She more than likely helped me with the car. Oh, it's all along. You're there just doing kick-ups.
You know why I had that mentality at the time, right? It was because, first of all, that job, it was a lot to do with your mindset.
Yeah, strong mindset.
And having a
discipline.
positive mindset.
Yeah.
So,
I
give props to that job for that. And but also, I did it. Like, I can't go back.
Yeah, it's happened now.
It's happened
but that's
now.
what that job actually prepares you for. Because in a lot, like, I don't know if, you know, like with your one, did you have like the massive seminar where all like the different people come together and it's like the figureheads just say their speeches? Like, in them, there was one guy who was like, I missed my shuttle bus to Leeds, and I was in London. I had to get there in an hour. I had to pay a taxi guy to boot it down. Ended up paying him like 400 quid. But it's alright, I'm here now. I'm here with you guys doing the thing, and it's like, bro, you just spent £400 just to get here, you know, just talk to us. Like, I would have missed that quite gladly, save my money in my pocket. I can't make it, you know. But that's what that job sets you up for, discipline and the positive side of life, which a lot of people miss out on because you're dwelling on the negative part and what you've lost. You don't realize.
Accept the now.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't accept the now. So that job helped me to just accept what was happening, like currently in my life, and instead of just focusing on the past or the future, I just accepted I crashed. I couldn't do anything. Luckily, I bought a motorbike. Like similar time, so I had a car and a motorbike.
Right, so you had the little.
So I had so luckily, you know, that made me feel a bit better. And when I rang my mum before I rang the ambulance,
Yeah.
she was like, "Why? Can't believe you fucking crashed." Yeah, you know, like that.
Yeah.
Getting on to me.
Exactly.
Why? Shouting.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Mum, I've crashed. It's done now.
Yeah.
I can't do nothing, innit?"
Yeah, exactly.
And shouting and being angry is not gonna help.
In it, but I think where she was coming from is that you could have died. I could have lost you.
And that's
it
what
could
she
have been
was.
something.
She was.
Yeah.
And obviously she's a mum, so she cares for me and that.
Exactly, definitely.
And it's just like I was like, "Mum, I get that. I've crashed. It's done now. I'm okay." You know what I mean? And after that, my mum's come, and because we've had that convo and I'm so calm.
Yeah.
When she come, she was a lot calmer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She knew it was.
And then when the ambulance came, they were like, "How are you so calm?" I'm like, "It's done, innit? Like I'm here, thank you, God, thank God.
Exactly.
But it's done." You know what I mean?
So when that happened, yeah, you was doing music already at this point. So was that one of the defining things what made you think, you know what, I've now got to pursue this with all I've got, or was it like a life-changing moment for you? Because when I had my crash, that was like the thing that was like, yo, you need to fix up now.
Okay.
Like stop messing about in it. Actually go forth and do what you want to do, because in an instant you can just be gone.
Yeah, for real.
Like, but yeah, how did that what reaction did you get from that?
So after that crash and like speaking to my insurance company and that and having to go through the cancellations and that, they was like making it clear to me that I was really lucky to be alive. And everyone I spoke to was like, "Yo, you're lucky you didn't come out with no injuries." So I was like, maybe I might have taken that for granted. I'm not sure, but it made me feel really grateful in the fact that I was covered and nothing happened.
Yeah, exactly.
So after that point, it just made me realize, like, yo, I'm in God's favor. Same time, but as well that, like you said, anything can happen, and you just have to be grateful for your life, and even just waking up on the morning.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Thanks every day, innit?
Fam, all the time.
Every day.
So what that made me realize was just like, yo, give thanks, be grateful, and at the same time, like, I've got to go even harder, like you said, to try and get a car.
Yeah.
But I would just going with the flow, really, just doing what I had to do.
Yeah. Okay. So let's lighten it up now. Enough of the doom and gloom and car crashes and whatnot. Out of all of the different like performances that you've put on, what would you say was the standout highlight performance of your career to date? Because from what I've heard and what I've seen of you in the past, like, you've done a bit, like, and from what I've heard on other people's interviews, I've heard you've opened up for Wiley, you've opened up for Nadia Rose, you've opened up for, who was the other one? There was another major artist that you opened up for, and I forgot the name now. Who else have you opened up for?
DWE.
That's the one. Like, how does it feel opening it up for like that type of caliber artists? Because they're legendary in their field per se. So how does that feel? And like, back to the main question, which of your performances was your favorite, and did you rate the most, would you say?
So I've opened up for Wiley, Bugsy Malone, and
That's
DWE.
Yeah.
And I've performed alongside Nadia Rose and Big Tobes and a lot more.
Yeah.
But I'd say the highlight performance for me, personally, performance, I'd say it wasn't even any of them.
Okay, go on.
They were really,
elaborate.
they were really great experiences because I got a chance to meet them and just be there in that moment. And I loved it. I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
I'd say DWE, that is a close contender.
Yeah.
That one, potentially.
Okay. Where was that one?
Hedgerow House.
Yeah, in Leeds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hedgerow House.
Yeah. All right.
There was one performance that I had. I think it's called Nation of Shopkeepers. The venue.
Nation of Shopkeepers. Where's that?
Near Pop World.
Oh, yeah.
And the main reason why I liked that was because it wasn't like a really big crowd. and it was a small venue. And you know, sometimes when you're in a small venue and it's a smaller crowd, sometimes they're a bit standoffish. And
they're waiting to see what you're gonna bring before they react on it.
And they don't really vibe with you. So when I was watching the other performers, they were quite distant. But as soon as I went on, they were really more engaged, and everyone come out their seat. Everyone. And then they all came closer. And like, it was my best performance today at the time. And it just made me realize like how much I have to offer as a performer and an artist, but at the same time like how much I've progressed in performing too. And I just loved it.
So was that more one of your first opening performances, or was that after these bigger ones, or was it during the biggers? Like,
that was after the big ones. That was
was
after the big ones. And I'd done many shows prior to that, but I just really liked that because of how it was a challenge. And I was able to overcome it. You know what I mean? And it showed a lot about me and just that moment.
Because like for an artist like in the music scene, like how does it feel? Because obviously I've got friends in the music industry who have been there, and I've obviously seen him, the guy behind the camera, he shall be named unnamed, but I know who he is. But yeah, he's had some sick performances. Like, I tell him this all the time, he's sick.
Yeah, for real.
And his name's Denmark, by the way. I'm not just gonna hide away and shy away from the fact. Denmark Creary, Get to Know, DC, all of that, you get me? He's had some serious performances, and like, obviously sometimes there's not that many people there, so as an artist, how does that make you feel? Like, because obviously sometimes if the crowd's rocking with you, it's obviously gonna give you that good feeling.
It makes it easier.
So like when it's like a tougher crowd, let's say, and it's a small crowd, how does that make you feel?
It's a challenge, and it can be quite daunting because when you go in there, you don't know what to expect, and you don't know whether you're gonna be able to vibe with them or they're gonna vibe with you. But I feel like it's moments for all artists that we should embrace, because we're not all gonna get the big crowd straight away.
20,000 mad festivals and all that.
You know what I mean? Not everyone's gonna get a cosign from someone straight away, and they can bring them out at a festival for their first show.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a build up, and them shows you have to embrace. So although I was nervous and I never knew what to expect, I just embraced it and I did my thing.
So it's sort of like, in comparison, it's like the door knocking thing. So they're the doors that are the ones that may not be the ones that turn you away, but they'll listen, but they might not buy it. You get me? So they might not buy your product at the end, but because they've listened, they understand and they feel it. You get me? So
all of them would have bought it though.
No.
From that performance, they were all buyers from. After I performed, they were buyers from. You know what I mean? And that's why I liked it so much.
Because you turn the non-believers to believers, innit?
You know what I mean?
That's sick.
And even one highlight from that show as well, there was a guy with his daughter. He said, I don't really listen to rap music, but I loved it. And my daughter loved it.
That must be an amazing feeling. Like, for someone who isn't about the craft and they don't really care like that, but to turn them, that must be a big feeling.
For real. And that was the highlight. One of the main highlights. So that performance, I say, definitely up there. And the DWE one, amazing, man.
Okay. So when you're opening for like people like DWE, legends, Wiley, legend, what conversations do you have in the background with these people? Like, did you get to have like a one-on-one conversation with them before you hit the stage? Or no. So is that like normal? Like, you don't normally get to see them? Because from my experience of being like backstage at some shows, a lot of the artists, obviously they are in their own like separate little parts, but like at some point they will see each other and chat. But like, is it just a case of if you see them, you see them, if you don't, you don't, or what? Like,
whenever I've opened up for a huge artist like that or performed alongside them, I see them a lot of the time after I've performed, not before. Because obviously, if you're opening up or you're earlier than them,
they're getting in their zone, innit?
They're not even there more times.
A
lot of them, they come later.
See.
You know what I mean? Because they don't need to be there from
it's
early.
not their time, innit?
You know what I mean? So after my performance, I go and speak to them, I network.
Yeah.
I just pick their brains as much as I can.
So what gems from other artists have you got? So which artists and what gems did you get from them?
The main gems, or the main artists that, you know, really took the time out and spoke to man, and really showed that they cared and could see that I was hungry and passionate, was Etta Bond.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about Etta Bond. I've not actually listened or heard much of her stuff, but I've heard a lot about her, so continue.
That time when I met Etta Bond, I wasn't even performing. I just went to support another artist from Leeds called Maya Craig.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So when that performance has finished now, I've gone up to her, I spoke to her, and I'm just picking her brain. And she was like, you know, like when someone asks you a question, you're like, oh, this guy's serious,
exactly.
Innit?
So you really real?
real.
Yeah.
So we kind of moved to like away from a lot of people, and we spoke for like a good 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was asking her about in terms of upcoming artists, and at that point I just won the Mobile and Song Award.
Congratulations.
Love, my brother. So I was asking her, with this, how do you feel like is the best way to capitalize on the momentum? What next steps to take? And she was just giving me her advice, some ideas, and just being really real and honest, just genuine. You know what I mean? And I've just really appreciated her advice. And
that's sick.
You know what I mean?
So in terms of the gems she did drop, what was the standout one that you have now implemented or you're gonna implement? Would you say?
Because it was a while ago, I already implemented a few. But the standout one that she did say was, there's no formula. There's no formula to reach to the next stage. You know what I mean? Like there's no blueprint. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Just like Nike, just do it, innit?
Yeah, because everyone's journey is different. So you have to find the best pathway for you. Have the right team and people around you. And just focus on the steps that you can, bit by bit, to get where you want to be. There's no blueprint.
I like that.
And I like that because sometimes people, just generally in life, or musicians, get caught up in, yo, how did you do this? Exactly. I want to do that.
Yeah. And if you know, it's like with generic interviews, that's more the case. Oh, so what do you do? What's your formula? How do I get from this to this? And that's like, especially in acting as well. When you do meet these big actors, one of the first questions is, how did you make it? And it's like, bro, what do you mean? How did I make it? I did exactly the same thing you're doing. I worked, and I did what I needed to do to get to the position. So it's wild still, because like how can I put it now? So it's, everybody wants that blueprint, as you said. People think that there has to be, you have to do this, boom, ta-da, we're here, you get me? Yeah. I'm in there, but it's not, and obviously, as you've just said, it doesn't always work like that, and that's the beauty of, I think, the industry in all aspects of like acting, music, whatever, sportsmanship, every craft, like everybody has a different entrance and a journey, you get me? And I think that's what makes the artist at the same time as well. As you were speaking about your Mobile Unsung, when you got the news that you won the Mobile Unsung, how did that make you feel?
So winning the Mobile Unsung Award, it was revealed to me in London. We had like a performance, myself and two other finalists, and then they revealed the winner in front of like the audience, like that had people from the industry, BBC, Link Up TV. My family was there. My brother Yeffy was there, and all the other acts, their family and peoples were there. So when Kanye King announced it, it was just like, wow. Yeah. You get me? It was just like amazing, fam. And I just felt blessed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And when I was just giving my little speech on the mic, that's what I was just saying. I felt blessed and grateful, and because it's like everything I do, there's not many people have helped me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can count on my hand the people that have helped me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it just felt like all the hard work man have been doing is finally getting recognised.
Right. For the people that don't know, how does the Mobile Unsung Awards work? Go on.
So basically, I seen it as an advert come up on my Instagram feed. I sent it to loads of artists from Leeds, like, yo, this is a big opportunity. I applied for it. They got back to me months later. I was like, Raf, I forgot about them. Didn't think I got it. So I got shortlisted, and then you go down to Talyard Studios in London, King's Cross, and you have to perform in front of a panel of judges. So it's like a bit like X Factor. X Factor in it. Novelist was in there. Joseph Patterson was in there. Loads of different like major heads in the game was in there, innit? So I had to perform 2 songs in front of them. They really liked me, so they let me perform 3. Yeah.
That's you see when you go for auditions, and they ask you to do extras. That's when you kind of know you're on the right, on the right one.
I did the extra one. So after that, they then choose who they want to be shortlisted again after everyone performed. Made it to the next shortlist. After that, they then numbered it down to the final 3. So after the first shortlist, after you performed, I think they numbered it down to about 11 or 12, and then they selected the 3, and then I made it to the 3. They revealed that to me in a separate time when I went down to a workshop. So that was after the performance. I had a workshop with Kanye King and a really big songwriter from London. Who's wrote for Beyonce and loads of different artists.
So when you're in the room, so obviously when you're in the room with like these type of people, how does that make you feel, especially knowing that obviously you are established, but you are still up and coming at the same time, get me? So how does that make you feel that you are now around people that have been around like them people, or they do the job for those people, you get me? Because that's basically what they're doing. If she's writing music for Beyonce, she's doing Beyonce's job basically. Beyonce is doing her job by singing it, but without the lyrics, there's nothing to sing, you get me? So like, how did that make you feel?
First of all, I was just thinking of what you said. I feel like when I'm established in music is when I'm getting paid for music and I can live off it. So I'm still up and coming. I agree with you. That songwriter is called Carla Marie. So when I was around them, I was like, right, is this really how Tings is in music? You know, just the setting, the lighting, the cameras, her experience, her ways of going about things. It was just like quite surreal. Because like, I'm used to writing in my bedroom, fam. Writing my bars in my bedroom, just like probably hundreds, thousands of other artists in it.
Exactly.
And then when you go into these type of rooms with all these like industry people, it's just like, rah, this is crazy.
Surreal,
the whole time I was like that, smiling, like
this guy's a happy dude,
fam. So that was just an amazing, man. And then after that, obviously, we then had the final performance in London again. We performed 2 or 3 songs in front of everyone. They already knew the winner by that time. And then at the end, he announced the winner. My mum was in there, my auntie, my boy was in there, and then everyone was just clapping, my mum was shouting, and just a sick feeling, man. Sick feeling, man.
Because imagine, like I could imagine it, because obviously I've been kind of like in that situation where you win a competition, your mum's there, and she's just like, that's my son, that's him. But man, that's sick. Leeds first, top 5 rappers, hit me.
In Leeds, top 5 rappers,
So by rappers, I mean, like, obviously, it could be people, like, obviously, because why, like, we had this conversation on the way here, and you and Denmark was having this conversation prior to this interview starting. So, in terms of what I mean by rappers, I'm just talking, like, we'll go lyricists for now. We'll go lyricists in terms of lyrics masters and guys who are at the top, the metaphor game, the everything. You get me? The guys that you would listen to, because there's different types of rap.
Yeah.
A lot of people get twisted. People think rap is just one thing, and everybody just does the same thing. It's not that. Rap, like, for me, there's different types of rap. So obviously, content rappers are the lyricists, the people that make you think, the ones that you go back to and you can listen and you're thinking, rap, did he even just say that? I didn't even pick that up the first time, you get me?
Yeah.
And it, like, in terms of that, top 5 leads lyricists for you then.
So the ones that actually have content.
Yeah.
And I can go back and listen.
I like the way you said.
Like, so
I said the ones that actually have content. But yes, the ones that actually have content.
And I can go back and listen to.
Your top 5.
And it's not just generic.
Nah, not just
it's
generic.
music.
Not just the ones that are just doing like the trap, or the ones that are just doing the like girly rap, or the ones that are just stuck in that one genre. I'm talking about your top 5. I listen to them. They're in my playlist.
Okay.
I ramp with them. I fox with them. You get me? Who are them guys?
Jamzy. Denmark. And not just because he's in the room. I don't friend man up like that. You get me? You asked the question. I gave you my opinion.
I'm joking.
So
yeah.
Jamzy, Denmark. Who else? D5. Petrelli. Last person. Content proper. I'd either say, who makes me think like that though? There was one. There's a few tunes of dialects that I really like. When he goes in on the deeper vibe, I prefer them ones a lot. It's either dialect or pegs. Because there's
I see why you said pegs. Yeah.
Couple of pegs' tunes like no pegs. Yeah. I just remembered I just remembered one video I seen of pegs.
Which one?
That one where he's got the actors in. That white woman acting as a nitty. Oh, she might even be a nitty.
Yeah. The one that was on the I know which one you're on about. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, sugar. You see, that's a hard question, you know. Can I add one more? Loz. Yeah. Loz.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Loz.
I like that. All right. So there's quite a bit of variety in the acts that you've like prompted as your top 5. Well, top 6 even.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that. So now, in Leeds, who is your top 5 musicians? So they don't have to be content rappers. They're just doing
that
bits.
thing.
Yeah. Which are your top 5?
Without including myself.
You can say Graft
Nah.
if you really want, bro.
That's a mad thing. Alright, so alright, cool. So top 5 rappers. Love Petrelli stuff. Again, love Jamzy stuff. Yeffy. Notes. Who else now? Who else would I just listen to? Man can feel the hunger and passion and the content. Last person. Blood, I can't think. Who do I listen to like that? And these are rappers, ain't it? Just rappers.
We can do rappers for now, and then we're gonna do musicians after.
Also, with these musicians?
No, these are rappers now. We'll go with rappers because you're thinking about the rappers. So go on.
D5.
So now, I want top 5 musicians in Leeds. So that could be any genre: singers, rappers, opera singers, spoken word, anything.
Okay. Musicians now,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
everything is
well, yeah, scrap the
collective.
spoken word one then. Yeah.
Nah, that's still part still. Alright, cool. Musicians. I really like Denmark's artistry. No one's doing that in Leeds, innit?
I'd agree with that.
No one's really doing that generally. Maya Craig.
I'd agree with that.
Because I've seen her come up and she's doing big things, innit?
Definitely. She's got a lot of stuff in the pipeline as well, bro.
She's doing a lot.
Serious. She's. You see, I'm not even gonna say. I'm not gonna give no gems away. Cool, that just happened. But yeah, Maya.
So yeah, Denmark, Maya, Petrelli again. He's on the next thing, you know. Mentally and just lyrically, it's next level. Petrelli. Who else the man really rate? Who I can listen to. I say Jamsey again. Some proper lyrics, man. Metaphors, everything. Good bodies of work. And then last person who I really like as well. Say 90s. Say 90s. 90s because he just, as a collective, he can sing, he can rap.
Yeah. And he's got a bit of everything, innit?
He can make good songs, man.
I'd agree with that as well. I'd agree with that. I like it.
And that's just my opinion, so don't feel offended.
Yeah. If you're feeling offended, that just means you need to work a bit harder, innit?
Not even that, because everyone's doing their own thing.
No, at the same time, I hear you, but for me, like, if your work rate is harder, you will get more out of it. Do you get what I mean? Like, not necessarily just pumping the scene with tracks, but what I'm saying is if you study the craft and you work on your craft harder, you will be better. So don't take what I said to offense if you misconstrued what I said. But if you work harder, obviously you're gonna get the benefits of working harder, regardless of if that's working on yourself, working on your lyrics, working on your metaphor play, anything. If you work on it, it's gonna get better regardless. You get me? So that's what I mean by that. Don't take offense. I don't want my DMs full of nonsense. Anyway, but yeah. So now I want to hear your top 5, just generally rap. Top 5.
Just rap.
Anywhere in the world, America, England, anything. Top 5.
I'll do it out of Leeds now then, because we don't bear on Leeds. Yeah. Cool. So top 5 in the world. I really like Nas. I grew up listening to Nas.
Kinda gotta put Nas up in there.
I grew up listening to Nas. Nas. Grew up listening to Young's Teflon. Gotta put Tef in there. Pot of Paper. He inspired me to rap.
Hard. One of the hardest out there, definitely.
Potter. Free Potter, man.
Yeah. Real talk.
Potter.
Get him out real fast, man.
Yeah. So now it's Tef, Potter, and a group called Little Brother.
Who's that?
You ever heard of Ninth Wonder? He's a producer from America.
Yeah.
And they're a group. It was, I think it was 3 artists and the producer, and they were just like next level. Like they never really went mainstream, but just like everything they were coming with, it was amazing, fam.
Right. You see, I like the way that you put that in there, cause like the top 4 so far for me is not generic at all. You've got a nice blend of music, but more to the point. Your top 5s are more the storytellers, the lyricists, the ones that make you think. You get me? And I fully get that, and I fuck with it. But
it's proper music to me, innit? So Little Brother, and then lastly, who would I then say as well? Rap. For rap, See, I was thinking of Drake, but I won't go to Drake for rap.
Why?
Cause
Talk me through that one. Go on. I'm intrigued.
Because I feel like Drake's always been nice with the bars, but it was more so the tunes that put you in your feelings.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone loves Drake for, or what I love Drake for.
Yeah.
You know
Rather
what I mean?
than the
Rather
cold
than
lyricism,
the
rap.
flows
Yeah. All of that. Okay,
You know what
fair
I mean?
enough.
So last one, I have to say, I like a lot, but I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with
Tune in next week. I'm just. I'm messing with you.
I would either go. I would either go with Chipmunk.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
lyrically, come on, man.
You have to. Yeah.
Chipmunk or Jay-Z. So if I go for one, I'm gonna go for. I keep it UK. I said Chipmunk.
Okay, I like the way you kept it UK then. A lot of people would have just sided with Jigga because Jigga man, innit? But I hear you. Talk to me about the Leeds International Festival. You didn't think I was gonna pull that out of the bag, did you?
Nah. It's funny you asked that. I was watching, when you showed me the interview with the BBC, I watched the Leeds International Festival one as well.
Yeah.
Leeds International Festival, I got involved with them through BHI, Black Health Initiative. Large Up Heaven Nelson, she runs that.
Okay, so what is the Black Health Initiative?
Boy, they just do some big things for the community, man. They're also in charge of Black Music Festival, Carnival Sunday.
Okay, didn't know that.
They run that.
Yeah.
So they do a lot for the community.
Right.
So, yeah, I got involved in Leeds International Festival through them. In terms of that, I really enjoyed it because it brought loads of different creatives together, and I learned loads of new things from different types of people I'd never met before. Yeah. I met Frank Bruno, heavyweight boxer. I met Jermaine Jackman, singer. In politics now. I heard talks from other people. I watched other people dance, perform, sing, rap. Had different types of food down there. So it was like a hub for loads of creative people that came together, and we just shared ideas and learned loads of information. I really enjoyed it.
So is that like a yearly thing, or was it just a one-off?
I think that's meant to be yearly. That's meant to be yearly.
Yeah. I'm gonna look out for that next time. Might have to roll down still.
Yeah, for real, it's good, man. They have each day, right? They have different things on.
Okay, yeah.
So one day it'd be spoken word. Next day it'd be something to do with carnival. The other day, let's say poetry. Next day a workshop. Just loads of different things, man. I'd recommend that for all creatives.
Yeah.
In every avenue.
Okay, I like it.
And it was giving them the free.
exactly.
Shouting them out for free.
Bam, plugins. Hit me up for that check. Not joking. But alright, so just to round up then and finish off, you're from St. Kitts and Jamaica.
Not from,
but heritage.
Yeah.
St. Kitts and Jamaica. Have you been back to any of those places yet? Which ones? Both? No. Okay.
Where are you from?
I'm from Jamaica.
Okay. You from there?
Well, not from. Well, born here, went there, came back, went there again, came back.
Okay.
On and off, but yeah. I'm
pretty.
Yeah, exactly. I got sent back up to that still. But yeah, for me, which did you prefer? Because obviously I'm just Jamaican in it, so I just got that, but I've not been to the other small island countries. I shouldn't really say that. The other Caribbean countries. Sorry, people. But yeah, so which did you prefer out of the two?
Well, when I went, I was really young. I've been St. Kitts, I think, once or twice, in Jamaica. I think 3 times or
Yeah.
twice.
Okay.
And I went when I was really young. But what I can remember, I had loads more fun in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Probably because I had more family there at the time. But I'd like to go to those 2 places again now that I'm older and experience it for myself now.
Yeah.
But the answer to your question, from what I can remember, Jamaica.
Fair enough.
But I love them both.
Jamaica. No, I'm joking. I'm not trying to antagonize people. But yeah, interesting. But yo, it's been a mad little conversation we've had, and I thank you for coming down, man.
Thank you for inviting me, my brother.
No problem, anytime.
Thank
But this
you.
is just the first part anyway, so we got more to come anyway. So
Yeah, man.
you'll be down again, hopefully in the future, innit?
Come on, bro.
But yeah, man. Nice.
Keep doing your thing. Talk them
Yeah,
things.
exactly. Talk the Tings presents Big Energy, the podcast. Stay tuned for a lot more to come. This has been episode 1. I'm your guy, King Kenny.
Myself, Graft.
Alright. Lee's gang.